If your fiancé proposes to you on a Friday night, and you sleep with your ex the next morning before brunch, and you marry your fiancé 14 months later anyway, does the marriage start clean? Mark and I had been together for 3 years. The proposal was the right kind of proposal. A restaurant we'd been to 4 times, a bottle of wine he had been keeping for a year, a ring his grandmother had left him. I cried. I said yes. I posted a picture of my hand on Instagram at 11 that night with 3 friends in the background looking exactly the right kind of happy. The morning after the proposal, I was at Adam's apartment by 10:30. Adam is my college boyfriend. We had broken up at 23. We had been seeing each other again, intermittently, since I was 28. By the time Mark proposed, I was 31, and Adam and I, had been quietly resuming something for about 4 months. Not a lot. A drink every 6 weeks. Texts. A weekend in March of that year. I did not tell Adam I was engaged before I went over. I told him after, at 11, in his kitchen, while he was making coffee. He turned around and he looked at me and he said, "And I am not going to forget this sentence," he said. "So why are you here?" I did not have an answer. I said something about wanting to tell him in person. He said, "You could have texted." He poured the coffee. He sat down. He said, "Are you actually going to marry him?" And I said, "I don't know." We spent 3 more hours in his apartment that morning. I am going to leave the rest of that sentence to your imagination. I went home that evening to the apartment I shared with Mark. Mark had been at his parents'. He came home at 7. He hugged me. He showed me a list he had started of guest names. We sat on the couch and we worked through it together until 11, and I drank wine and I made notes, and I corrected the spelling of Mark's aunt's name. This is the part where I would like to tell you that I stopped seeing Adam. I did not stop. I saw him 3 more times in the first month of the engagement, twice the second month, once the third. The 4th month was a longer gap. The 6th month I told him I could not do this anymore, and he said okay. And he said it like he had already decided we were ending. And he was a more decent person about it than I had been about anything. And he asked me not to call him for the rest of the engagement, and I said I wouldn't. Adam moved to Denver 3 months later for a job. He has been in Denver since. We have not spoken. He sent me an Instagram congratulations on the wedding. I did not reply. Mark and I got married in May of 2024. Vows in a garden, a small reception, 80 people. Mark cried during the vows. I cried during the vows. The vows were honest in every line. None of the lines were about Adam. It has been a year. The marriage is, on the surface and in most of the rooms it lives in, good. Mark is kind. Mark is steady. Mark is the right person, I think. I think about Adam, and this is the part I want to be careful about. I think about Adam less than I expected to. Some weeks I do not think about him at all. Then I will be in a kitchen on a Saturday morning at 10:30, and the smell of coffee will hit me, and I am sitting on a different countertop in 2022, and I have a ring on my hand that I am not pretending I do not have. Mark does not know any of this. Mark is going to be my husband for a long time. We are going to have children. The night before our wedding, I told myself the marriage starts clean. I have not been able to make that sentence be true. Adam sent the Instagram congratulations on a Tuesday. I have not replied for a year. I still have not deleted the notification. Mark thinks the marriage started in May. The marriage started in a kitchen in 2022. What would you have done? Tell me in the comments.